Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day's going fantastic. I'm so glad you're joining me for another 5 easy step card tutorial. We're just going to jump right in and get started. Our focal point today, which is step number 1, is going to be using a die set from Hero Arts. It's called Classic Casserole. And oh my goodness, if you love giving treats to your neighbors or to church members or to teachers or just as gifts, I think this is a great set for that. Look how cute. I just love this. It has 2 spoons and so many different styles of casserole dishes. So we're going to use this as a focal point. Let's do some die cutting. We're going to die cut out 5 dishes. Starting off with the large bowl here. And when you die cut this out, the flowers in here and the details cut out too, which is really nice. But the fabulous thing is there's a layering piece that goes with it. Okay, so this is the bowl. I'm going to cut this out with my blue cardstock. And then the background, oh, we need some white cardstock. The background we're going to cut out with white. And this background is 2 pieces. It looks like it's 1, but there's the bowl and then you have the lid. Okay, so that will be 1 layer. I really like the long one. And this color, should we go yellow with this? Maybe we'll go with a darker peach for this one. Okay, and then there's a lid that goes with this here that we're going to cut out with white also. And I think we'll do a square one next, which will be this one. We'll cut that out with yellow. And then we have this piece, which is the base. I think there's a lid to this too. The lid, and this one will go with white cardstock. I'll cut this one out with green. I think there's a lid here that goes with that. And maybe we'll do a bowl too. And then we'll top it off with this piece. So I'll take this detail layer, put it with my lighter peach color cardstock in the base with white. And then we're going to cut out some spoons. Love the spoons. There's 2 different sizes, which is lovely. I think I'm going to cut out a couple sets of spoons. So I cut out 5 casserole dishes, but look how many is left. 1, 2, 3. There's 5 left. So sky is the limit with as far as sizes go. Okay, I'll do my die cutting, and you know the drill. I'll be right back. My die cutting is all done, and kind of went crazy with the spoons. I didn't mention this, but the cardstock that I used for my spoons was Spellbinders Mirror Silver cardstock. This is fabulous for cutting out anything that you want to emulate metal. This is what it looks like, and it's double-sided. Spellbinders also has a nice silver cardstock that's from the Treasured family, and that would work too. But here we go. We have all of our casserole dishes. Now I'm going to do a little ink blending just so they pop a little bit. So I have some Pink Fresh Studio inks, and starting off with my blue, I'm going to use my waterfall and just use a blending brush, and I'm going to add color. Ooh, that was a lot of color just at the bottom. Like that. Okay. Next one, I'm going to use my cherry blossom. This one I'm going to go heavy because I'm going to use the same ink for the very top layer. That's all there is to that. And then for this layer, I'm going to do the same. Just going to do really light here. There we go. For my yellow, I have Sunshine. And lastly, for my green, I'm going to use my Grassy Knoll. Now I'm going to take the ink blended layer, we're going to add just a few dots of glue, and then we're going to attach this to the bottom layer. I wish they made dishes like this. I would buy them. because I love the colors. Okay, I want to go ahead and glue the base layer to all of these. After we have that done, what I'm going to do next is take a piece of white cardstock. This is a little over 1/2 inch, and we're going to stack these. I'm going to use my tape runner to do this. I'm going to add some adhesive. The size that you want should not be wider than the top layer that you're going to make. And then we'll take our first bowl. I want it kind of wonky, so I'm going to place it in an angle. Okay, and then I'm going to add the lid right over the top. Okay, so that's one bowl. And then we can stack the next one. And then we have our bowl topper where we'll add our lid. And then we'll add the lid to this one. Okay, I am going to use my scissors and get rid of anything that I have overhanging. So now our focal point is one piece all stuck there. How fun is this? Now let's add our spoons. I'm going to bring in some small foam squares for our spoons. I have an extra spoon we may use, who knows, but that will be my focal point. Now we're going to move along to step number 2, which means we need to create our home panel. For my home panel, I have a piece of white cardstock. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I'm going to be using a Hero Arts die. This is called the Elegant Window Fancy Die. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to line it up so the top, these 3 sides are nice and even, and I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. So now we have a fun home panel that's a window. I just love doing this. I'm going to take our casserole dishes. I did put foam tape behind here, and I'm going to layer them. We're going to go to the left with this. And that's all there is to our home panel. I'm going to move along to step number 3, which means we need to create our greeting. I'm going to be using a Hero Arts Stamp & Cut set. I've had this forever, and I think they still have it in their shop. I love their Stamp & Cut sets. This will cut out the word thanks, or you can stamp it and cut it out, but I'm just going to die cut it out with black cardstock. And then I'm going to stamp the greeting. They have pre-sentiments and sub-sentiments that go with the word thanks, and I appreciate all that you do. I think that's going to go really well with the casserole dishes. So I'm going to ink this up with some black ink. I will stamp this on some white cardstock. And then I will block this off and I will cut out my thanks, and I'll be right back. And I'm going to add a foam square on the right side of my greeting here, because we're going to layer this right across the bottom bowl. And then I'll take my thanks and I'm going to layer it over the bowl. And also I'm going to layer it on the bottom of my greeting here. We'll just tack this down. And that is all there is to that. Now we're going to move along to step number 4, and we're going to create our background. We're going to do a little stenciling, but I'm going to stencil on an A2 panel of some specialty cardstock. This one here happens to be from Spellbinders. Look how pretty that is. You can kind of see the gold pearl to it. This is from the Treasure cardstock. Spellbinders has some new ones, and this is the pearl metallic. It has a gold tint to it. But this pack here has 5 cardstock styles, and there's 3 of each. It's a great price point too. I wanted ivory cardstock, but then I thought I'd stencil on ivory, but I thought, why not stencil on something a little bit more fancy? So this is perfect for that. I am going to trim this down to an A2 panel, so we'll just go 4 1/4. Okay. If you don't have cardstock with like a pearlescent finish, what you could do is use some sprays. Simon Hurley has a real nice spray that would go perfect to do this effect. This would be the Golden Hour So you can spray this on cardstock, and if you want the same effect, just to fancy up your cardstock. Okay, I'm using a stencil today. It's the Retro Rainbow Stencil. This is a 4-layer stencil. I'm not going to use all 4 layers. I'm just going to use 1 layer. They are all indexed. And I thought, this is stencil 1, this is stencil 2. I thought we would use stencil 2 and create a little bit of texture in our background. So I'm going to bring in my grit mat, and we're going to use some Hero paste, some Hero glitter paste, right over our pearl metallic cardstock. This is what the Hero glitter paste looks like. Lots in here. I've had this for a while. Some glitter paste dries out really quickly. This to me has stayed nice texture wise. I'm just going to go over my stencil. This is going to dry clear, but has an iridescent finish to it. It's really pretty. And it doesn't take any time at all to dry. Okay. That's all there is to this. Let's remove the stencil. And I think that's going to make a fun background. So we got pearl, and then we got iridescent glitter. I'm going to take my panel and just run my finger along the edges, making sure when this dries, I don't have any harsh edges. But doesn't that look so cool? That's going to look really pretty behind that window. So I'm going to set this aside to dry. I'm going to clean off my stencil and my grit mat, and I will be right back. My panel is pretty much dry, and I'm loving the way this looks. I love all that dimension. I'm going to flip this over. We're going to put some adhesive behind here, and then we're going to attach this to the front of an A2 size card base. After we have this adhered, I put some tape behind our home panel. We're going to layer this right over the top of our background. With that extra spoon that I had, I'm going to add it underneath my thanks, just so my thanks has something to land on a little bit. And that's all there is to that. Now we're going to move along to step number 5, which means we need to embellish. I'm bringing in my Color Essential gems from Spellbinders, and we're just going to add a few gems to our background. And that will finish off my card today in 5 easy steps. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you a lovely day, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.